Yeah, I'm back. Good. Yeah, I don't even. Yeah, okay, good. Okay. Right. So here we go. Right. So, some Facebook you are saying. Yeah, I guess the best thing to start with is my game. Okay. I'm just gonna put the computer in. Oh, well, I don't know what order the games came. Well, I just kind of piled them. This one is called Eternal Sonata. Um, I haven't completed it. I did play a good bit of it. It's really actually quite good. Like the music's really good, and it's the battles are quite good as well. And I like these kind of RPG games. And yeah, so it's also by Bandai Namco and Atari is idea as well. So 12 plus, and it's got the violence mark on it. On the back it says, I can't read because there's a sticker on it, kind of blocking it. Some stickers are really hard to get off. This one at the back, it kind of says cross the bridge between dreams and reality. And on the top bits, it says innovative battle system that combines free roam and turn-based action. Strategic use of light and darkness that affects the player's special abilities and enemies' powers. Deeply moving story combined with mesmerizing music. The music is really, really, really good. That was one of the things I really enjoyed about this game, and that it could be kind of funny. The monsters are kind of cool as well. Like there's rats you think in it. It's pretty neat. It kind of reminds me of Grandia. Oh, just a little blow up. Uh, this next one is called Hunted the Demon's Forge. Um, what this is it's kind of like one of those kind of dungeon fighting games. Um, it's really good. I like this. It's also multiplayer, like locally. Like it's 1 to 2 players and co-ops too as well. Um, yeah, a dungeon crawl for the Gears Age, basically. I kind of like the games. Sometimes they can be a bit tedious, don't get me wrong, but they are good. Hunted is a fantasy action game that delivers a fresh take on a classic dungeon crawl with the intensity of a modern day shooter. As Caddock or Ilara, fight your way through besieged towns and sprawling dungeons as you follow a trail of corruption and deceit. Alone or with a friend, Hunted encourages co-op play as you work to untangle the mystery of the Demon's Forge. Special edition includes, that's what this one is, Assassin's Pack. Jesus Christ, that thing is tiny. Assassin boss unlocked in Crucible, Assassin boss level unlocked in Crucible, Seraphim character skin unlocked, and the Lara's Assassin bow unlocked. Demon Pack, Demon boss unlocked in Crucible, Demon boss level unlocked in Crucible. That's unlocked. I don't know if, hold on, there are these, see them there? But yeah, those are, I think that might be skins that you get, I don't know. Feature and split screen co-op play, as it's like. That's actually quite good. It's kind of tough. It kind of reminds me of Dark Souls, just a bit with the toughness. Maybe it's not tough for some, maybe it's just me, but like I feel like it is like quite hard. Um, that's the Bethesda it made the Hunted one. This is Bullet Witch. For those who watch anime might know, the first time I ever heard of her was with this game, and I picked it up because it basically looked good. Um, But yeah, so a witch burdened with undesired magic and gunplay powers. 2013, 2013, wow. 2013 AD, humanity hangs on the verge of extinction. An army of evil, twisted monsters walk the earth. Just as the few survivors are accepting the end of civilization, a beautiful woman appears before them, dressed in black with the magic powers of a witch and a hefty staff-like weapon, the gun rod. Her name, Alicia. With astounding magic, with a fearsome arsenal of spells, Alicia can turn the city into a sea of roaring flame and wreak unbelievable havoc. Glorious environmental damage brought to life with an advanced physics engine, providing the perfect platform for Alicia's spells to be represented in all their majestic cataclysmic glory. With fearsome weaponry that can be transformed into even more powerful weapons to completely obliterate those who stand in your way. 16 plus, violence marked, players 1, usual. This is the back yet here. Right. This next game probably doesn't need much introduction. It's called Lightning Returns Final Fantasy. Well, X3 because I can't remember. I think, is that Final Fantasy 17? I can't remember. I'm really, really bad at the bigger numbers when it comes to Roman numerals. This game I did play like a little, just sort of, because I did have the first two before it, and I still haven't even completed the first one where she meets Hope and all that, and so yeah, I never went to playing that game. I still never get anywhere with it. I hadn't played the next part, and I did play a little, like the beginning of this, I think, and then stopped after a while. I was actually kind of shocked because I really love Snow, and well, spoiler alerts for people who haven't played this, but like Snow's kind of, I think, like the baddie in this one. Um, but yeah, so the world is sinking into a sea of chaos, and in 13 days nothing will remain. After centuries in crystal stasis, a hero is awoken, a legendary warrior on a god-given mission to save the souls of mankind. Her name, Lightning. Blessed with incredible strength and an arsenal of new weapons, she has everything she needs for the coming battle, everything is set time, and now she must make impossible choices. How will you spend your final days? A living, detailed world gives a unique journey for every player. An innovative battle system allows fine direct controls, millions of customization options lets you play it your way. 16 and violence as usual. Players 1. That would be pretty cool in 2 players though. Right, but and this is the back cover for anybody who hasn't seen it before. This next game, I don't think a lot of people know about it. I certainly didn't. I just picked it up because it was about vampires. It's called Dark. It's actually really, really good. I played a good few hours of this. I haven't played it in a while though, and once again, I haven't completed it. There's no a lot of games I've completed on Xbox, except for the Mass Effect, Devil May Cry, a few others as well. I can't remember what, but yeah. So yeah. So let's see. A stealth adventure to sink your teeth into. Puns, haha. Could be most exciting vampire game since Bloodlines: The Masquerade, which I have never played, but I really do want to play. So yeah. See. Your shadow in the dark, you're the ultimate hunter. Your name is Eric Bain. Eric Bain, I know this. Bain. Eric Bain, safely. You're a vampire. Anyway, stealth action meets RPG, explore multiple environments, enter a world of blood and darkness, use powerful vampire powers and melee attacks, and fight fearsome opponents. The thing about this game, this is what I like about this game, is basically call it? What I like is it reminds me. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Blood Rain. That's it. Blood Rain. It reminds me of Blood Rain because with the kind of way you think and yeah, you use like I think it's Shigara's blood or something, and you can use it to like boost your powers, or you could go towards things that work best in the shadows and high, by the way, that kind of thing. So yeah, Terraria. I'm not even saying this right. How do you say this? Terraria. I don't know. It's kind of like Minecraft for those who know it. Kind of like a 2D version. I've played a good bit of this. I'm not very good at that. I'm actually better at Minecraft. Big Fight Explore Build. The most extraordinary action-packed adventure is just a pickaxe swing away. Welcome to Terraria. Terraria? I don't know. I really don't know how that says. Explore vast and vibrant worlds with your friends and face the treacherous perils of Terraria, including hundreds of twisted foes, magical creatures, and mighty final bosses. Dig to literally the edge of the earth and then craft with what you discover to make amazing armor, weapons, and other items. Build fantastic dwellings with only your imagination as your limit, the world as your canvas. Console edition, new content and features. Classic Terraria gameplay now with console-specific control system and a friendly crafting item interface. Online multiplayer with up to 8 players. Split screen multiplayer 2 to 4 players. Hundreds of weapons. Wait, no, I missed a bit here. New enemies and final boss, as well as ultimate weapons, new armor, and pets never seen before. You get pets? I didn't know that. Hundreds of. Oh, huh? Hundreds of weapons, armor. Hell's going on? My voice shouldn't you? Hundreds of weapons, armors, and other items to craft for character advancement. Sorry about that, guys. Over 25 different block types to build whatever you imagine. NPCs are a swarm of enemies, over 100 types, including goblins, wyverns, unicorns, and gasped clowns. Oh my lord. Clowns, great. Awesome. This game is called Grey Matter. This is a puzzle game and it's extremely good, and the music, the theme song for this game is a must get to put in your playlist. It's just really good. When you play with fate, just how will fate play with you? Oxford, strange things are happening in the Old English University City. Following the death of his wife, the mysterious Dr. Styles retreats more and more in his laboratory at Dreadhill House. The scientist is desperately trying to make contact with his departed wife. Then, apparently by chance, Samantha, a young street performer and magician, comes into his life. Puzzling events start to occur around the city. The pair sets out to find their own explanation for the paranormal phenomena. Challenging puzzles and a mysterious story await you in this new adventure from Jade Jensen, author of the legendary Gabriel Knight series. What secret does the Dreadhill house hold? Dark secrets on the border between science and magic. Investigate and reveal the truth behind the paranormal phenomena. Yeah, I really, 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 really love this game. Yeah, definitely worth picking up if you like puzzle games and stuff. The thing is, I really, really wish there was a 2 of that. And I really wanted Samantha to end up with the guy though. I don't know, it just seemed like they had some kind of chemistry going on, and it was kind of like watching X-Files where watching Scully and Mulder, and you're just thinking kiss already. You know what I mean? But not. Yeah, I hope they make a number two grey matter or something. Would be really good. Hey Paul, welcome. But time you should up. Um, but yeah, uh, you must be talking about this. I'm talking about this new game, and I know you don't really bother with new games, but it's really good. It's a puzzle game, and I really, really wanted the characters to get together, but yeah, don't at all. Sorry for anybody that really, really wanted that as well as to play it or have played it, but yeah, maybe there is a two. I don't know. I just kind of found it by chance and just thought, oh my god, it looks good. Um, yeah. I was wondering, I won't be doing the book for a bit, but the book I'm going to be reading is Darren Shan, or the Sega Darren Shan book one, Suffer the Freak. And if people enjoy me reading that, I might consider the rest of my other books. I don't know what the rest of my collection is. I don't have the complete collection much. But if people they like me reading it, I might go for that, even though I don't like talking too much because it never goes too well. But yeah. So otherwise, how are you guys? Hope you are having a good night or morning or whatever it is where you are. There's a sleepy cat behind my laptop. Sleepy cat. Sorry, you're cute. I can't help it. But baby kitten. That's good. I'm glad. You enjoying the stream even though you just got here what 2 seconds ago even. Uh you come to say hi Yoshi? And no, don't be a smart ass by saying hi Yoshi, that totally take you away. Come up. Come over. You say hi? Come on. You want to say hi. Come on boy. Come on. Give me a bit sleepy. But yeah, this is Yoshi. He's a really kitten. I know he's huge. That's because he's a Maine Coon. Look at the size of him. The Maine Coon is getting big. Sorry, baby. Sorry. He's heart racing. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry. Giant, you and your pun. It's good so far. Uh, yeah. He's just abandoned me. He's literally turned around and, he's back to me. He's like, what you get for waking me up. Because instead of my tail, which cat, sorry. Yeah, but he's not even 1 year old yet. He's huge. I think he's going to get bigger. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure if I want a tiger in the house. I wouldn't mind though. Honestly, if it was the size of a tiger, that would be just fucking awesome. Um, but yeah. Anyway, Yang, how's you? You having a good Sunday, hen? Or, well, I suppose it's Monday now. Well, it might still be Sunday to you if you're where you're from, but right now it's early morning, Monday. For me and Paul, anyway. Um, yeah. You know what I'm actually good at? I don't actually need moderators. There's actually, oh yeah, Paul, I meant to tell you about that. There's a function where you can put up a review form that kind of automatically box things for you to review, because somebody was being rude about something, typical guy on about things. That, anyway, I won't go into detail, but the whole point is basically I'm not going to call it names either. But it says show a hide, so it's up to me where I can show it on the chat or hide it. But either way, it's blocked it, so I'm just leaving it to it. See. You, like, honestly, I like puns, but oh my god, Yang, honestly. Oh, by the way, Paul, that's Yang. Yang, that's Paul. Yang, Paul's somebody I have been talking to, I think, 2 weeks now. I think, right? Yeah. And Yang's one of my good pals that I've known for months. We don't talk much though, which is a shame. I'd come up with a pun there, but I think she's better at puns than me, so I don't even know what one is or on. I think there's only one watching there anyway. So one is a left and one's on, I'm not sure who. I think I'll be reading my book in a bit though. I don't want to do the live stream too long, with it being so early in the morning, to be honest, so yeah, I might just start reading the book. That's one of them. So yeah, this is Darren Shan, who's a really good author. The thing about Darren Shan that I like was he was the first vampire book I actually read that didn't seem childish, because every book I read was either a Goosebumps book. Never it's a Goosebumps, I like Goosebumps, but I wanted something a bit more, how would you say, takes vampires seriously, if that makes sense. 2 years? Oh yeah, so it is actually. Feck's sake. That long. Wow. Yeah, we should totally talk more often, definitely. But yeah, so this is part of the Darren Shan saga, and it says Sucker Do Freak a Living Nightmare. So let's leave that. Yes. Don't know if I should do the introduction or why not? So yeah, so he started by a message, and it says, "This freaky show could never have gone public but for the efforts of my hard-working laboratory assistant." See, I just need to take a pause here right now. It must be shocking to him, because now there's actually a movie out, and number 2 should be coming out soon as well. That must be a shock. Like, I can't imagine that, because I want to be an author someday. So yeah. Wait. Oh yeah. How this freaky show could never have gone public but for the efforts of my hard-working laboratory assistants, Biddy and Liam, the gruesome twosome, diabolical Domenica DeRosa, yeah. Growling Gilly Russell, Emma the Exterminator, Skillis, I think I'm butchering names here, and Lord of the Crimson Knight, Christopher Little. Facts are also due to my feasting companions, the horrible creatures of Harper Collins, and the ghoulish pupils of Askeaton Primary School, and others who served as willing guinea pigs and brave nightmares to make this book as tight, dark, and chilling as possible. And I hope you don't have a spider phobia, but here you go. That spider is one again? Opta, yeah, Madam Opta. Got that. So yeah, here we go. Introduction. Yeah. Oh, introduction. I've always been fascinated by spiders. I used to collect them when I was younger. I spent hours rooting through the dusty old shed at the bottom of our garden, hunting the cobwebs or lurking eight-legged predators. When I found one, I'd bring it in and let it loose in my bedroom. It used to drive my mum mad. Usually the spider would slip away, no more than a day or two, never to be seen again, but sometimes they hung around longer. I had one who made a cobweb above my bed and stood sentry for almost a month. Going to sleep, I used to imagine the spider creeping down, crawling into my mouth, sliding down my throat, and laying loads of eggs in my belly. The baby spiders would hatch after a while and eat me alive from the inside out. I loved being scared when I was little. When I was 9, my mum and dad gave me a small tarantula. It wasn't poisonous or very big, but it was the greatest gift I'd ever received. I played with that spider almost every waking hour of the day, gave it all sorts of treats, flies and cockroaches and tiny worms, spoiled it rotten, and one day I did something stupid. I'd be watching a cartoon in which one of the characters was sucked up by a vacuum cleaner. No harm came to him, squeezed out of the big, dusty and dirty, mad as hell. It was very funny. So funny I tried it myself with the tarantula. Needless to say, things didn't happen quite like they did in the cartoon. The spider was ripped to pieces. I cried a lot, but it was too late for tears. My pet was dead. It was my fault, and there was nothing I could do about it. My parents nearly hollered the roof down when they found out what I'd done. The tarantula cost quite a bit of money. They said I was an irresponsible fool, and from that day on, they never again let me have a pet, not even an ordinary garden spider. I started with that tale from the from the past for two reasons. One will become obvious as this book unfolds. The other reason is this is a true story. I don't expect you to believe me. I wouldn't believe it myself if I hadn't lived it, but it is. Everything I describe in this book happened just as I tell it. The thing about real life is, when you do something stupid, it normally costs you. In books, the heroes can make as many mistakes as they like. It doesn't matter what they do, because everything comes out good at the end. They'll beat the bad guys and put things right, and everything ends up hunky dory. In real life, back in between us called spiders, if you cross a busy road without looking, you get whacked by a car. You fall out of a tree, you break some bones. Real life's nasty, cruel, doesn't care about heroes and happy endings and the way things should be. In real life, bad things happen. People die, fights are lost, even though often win. I just want to make that clear before I began. One more thing, my name isn't really Darren Shan. Everything's true in this book, except for names. I've had to change them because, well, by the time you get to the end, you'll understand. I haven't used any real names, not mine, my sister's, my friends, or teachers, nobody's. I'm not even going to tell you the name of my town or country. I daren't. Anyway, that's enough of an introduction. If you're ready, let's begin. If this was a made up story, it would begin at night with a storm blowing and I was hooting and rattling noises under the bed. But this is a real story, so I have to begin where it really started. It started when I saw it. Chapter 1. I was in the toilet at school, sitting down, humming a song. I had my trousers on. I come in near the end of English class feeling sick. My teacher, Mr. Dalton, is great about things like that. He's smart and knows when you're faking and when you're being serious. He took one look at me when I raised my hand and said I was ill, then nodded his head and told me to make for the toilet. Throw up whatever's bugging you, Darren, he said. They get your behind back in here. I wish every teacher was as understanding as Mr. Dalton. And then I did get sick, but still felt queasy, so I stayed on the toilet. I heard the bell ring for the end of class and everybody came rushing out on the lunch break. I wanted to join them, but knew Mr. Dalton would give out if he saw me in the yard so soon. He doesn't get mad if you trick him, but he goes quiet and won't speak to you for ages, and that's almost worse than being shouted at. So there I was, humming, watching my watch, waiting. Then I heard someone call my name. Darren, hey Darren, have you fallen or what? I grinned. It was Stephen Leopard. my best friend. Steve's real surname was Leonard, but everyone called him Steve Leopard. And not just because the names sound alike. Steve used to be what my mum calls a wild child. He raised hell wherever he went, got into fights, stolen shops. One day he was still in a pushchair. He found a sharp stick and prodded passing women with it. No prizes for guessing where he stuck it. He was feared and despised everywhere he went, but not by me. I've been his best friend since Montessori, yeah, when we first met. My mum says I was drawn to his wilderness, that I just thought he was a great guy to be with. He had a fierce temper and threw scary tantrums when he lost it, but he simply ran away when that happened and came back again once he calmed down. Steve's reputation has softened over the years. His mum took him to see a lot of good counsellors who taught him how to control himself, but he was still a minor legend in the schoolyard and not someone you mess with, even if you were bigger and older than him. Hey Steve, I called back. I'm in here. I hit the door so he'd know which one I was behind. He hurried over and I opened the door. He smiled when he saw me sitting down with my trousers on. Did you put? He asked. No, I said. Do you think you're gonna? Maybe, I said. Then I leaned forward all of a sudden and made a sick noise. Blah. But Steve Leopard knew me too well to be fooled. Give my boots a polish while you're down here, he said, and laughed when I pretended to spit on his shoes and rub them with a sheet of toilet paper. Did I miss anything in class? I asked, sitting up. Nah, I said, usual crap. Did you do your history homework? I asked. Does it have to be done to tomorrow, does it? He asked, getting worried. Steve's always forgetting about homework. The day after tomorrow, I told him. Oh, he said, relaxing. Even better, I thought. He stopped. Oh, wait, even better, I thought. He stopped to frown. Hold on, he said. Today's Thursday, the day after tomorrow would be. Got you, I yelled, punching him on the shoulder. Ow, he shouted, that hurt. He rubbed his arm, but I could tell he wasn't really hurt. Are you coming out? He asked then. I thought I'd stay in here and admire the view, I said, leaning back on the toilet seat. Quit messing, he said. We were 5-1 down when I came in. We're probably 6 or 7 down now. We need you. He was talking about football. We play a game every lunchtime. My team normally wins, but we've lost a lot of our best players. Dave Morgan broke his leg. Sam White transferred to another school when his family moved. And Curtin has stopped playing football in order to spend lunch hanging out with Sheila Leigh, the girl he fancies. Idiot. I'm our best small forward. There are better defenders and midfielders, and Tommy Jones is the best goalkeeper in the whole school, but I'm the only one who can stand up front and score. Yeah. How you? Hope you're having a good day. Check for taking that drink. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Oh yeah, never mind. I know. And no, wait. Tommy Jones is the best goalkeeper in the whole school, but I'm the only one who can stand up front and score 4 out of 5 times a day without fail. Okay, I said, standing. I'll save you. I've scored a hat-trick every day this week. It would be a pity to stop now. We passed the older guys, smoking around the sinks as usual, and hurried to my locker so I could change into my trainers. I used to have a great pair, which I won in a writing competition, but the lacy snapped a few months ago, and the rubber along the sides started to fall off, and then my feet grew. The pair I have now are okay, but they're not the same. We were 8-3 down when I got on the pitch. It wasn't a real pitch, just a long stretch of yard with painted goal posts at either end. Whoever painted them was a right idiot. He put the crossbar too high at one end and too low at the other. Never fear, Hotshot Shan is here, I shouted as I ran onto the pitch. A lot of players laughed or groaned, but I could see my teammates picking up and our opponents growing worried. I made a great start and scored 2 goals inside a minute. It looked like we might come back to draw or win, but time ran out. If I had arrived earlier, we'd have been okay, but the bell rang just as I was striding my stride. So we lost 9-7. Hitting my stride, sorry. As we were leaving the pitch, Alan Morris ran into the yard panting and red-faced. "They're my three best friends, Steve Leopard, Tommy Jones and Alan Morris. We must be the oddest four people in the whole world because only one of us, Steve, has a nickname." "Look what I found," Alan yelled, waving a soggy piece of paper around under our noses. "What is it?" Tommy asked, trying to grab it. "It's—" Alan began, but stopped when Mr. Dalton shouted at us. "You four, inside," he roared. "We're coming, Mr. Dalton," Steve roared back. Steve is Mr. Dalton's favourite and gets away with stuff that the rest of us couldn't do, like when he uses swear words sometimes in his stories. If I put in some of the words Steve has, I have been kicked out long ago. But Mr. Dalton has a soft spot for Steve because he's special. Sometimes he's brilliantly cast and gets everything right, while other times he can't even spell his own name. Mr. Dalton says he's a bit of a idiot savant, which means he's a stupid genius. So anyway, even though he's Mr. Dalton's pet, not even Steve could get away with turning up late for class, so whatever Alan had, it would have to wait. We trudged back to class, sweaty and tired after the game, and began our next lesson. Little did I know that Alan's mysterious piece of paper was to change my life forever, for the worse. Boy, do I know it. I've read the rest of the books, right down to the whole ending. I've also got some in the Demonator series, I think it's called. The part of the coven today, and take care. Bye.